And there's a lot of fun stuff in here. So let's get started. Let's get started, shall we? I'm sure, like, we're gonna do a bunch of runs. We want to talk about the game and everything that's changed. Welcome back once again, wizard, to the ruins of the universe. Eons passed while you slumbered. You've sleptwalked across many worlds. Weep for Avalon, O lonely old wizard. Love and beauty transmuted to chaos and ruin. Your beloved Avalon, and you, her loyal servant as well. Once a great wizard, your memories and magics have faded. Now a thirst for revenge awakens you. The dark wizard Mordred is nearby. Regain your power. Slay Mordred. Vengeance for Avalon. Doesn't mention, like, the events of the first game, which is fine. It just makes it seem like it's a bit of a cyclical experience, you know? Mordred wakes up, we have to take him down, we go back into our slumber until he wakes again. That jerk, Mordred. You're throwing Stardew at people? Just, like, on the street, hucking them at people? Hitting them in the face with Stardews? So right away, you know, it kind of looks like Rift Wizard, as you expect. I love the new animated little spawners. It is excellent. Love that little, like, laughing cave mouth. It's adorable, but just the right amount of threatening. Bam! Turnip! What's going on, Enon? So, much like the first game, we still have our 4 pages of spells. There's a bunch of new ones in there, a bunch of returning classics. A lot of the ones that return are different. I do believe we're currently in a state where the game is a little bugged for a couple of things. We'll talk about those things as they come up. Most critically, though, an unforgivable error in the game. Spells and passive skills can all purchased with skill. They forgot the B. They forgot the B. A little bugged. Just a little. Just a little. Honestly, I've noticed almost nothing outside of spells that have upgrades. Like if we look at Life Drain here. Oh, no, don't learn Life Drain. Well, we're gonna learn Life Drain. You know what? Might as well just learn it. But, there are a whole lot of bugs, but they also keep getting fixed relatively fast. I bet. Rift Wizard. 1 upgrade per spell. Exactly. That's like the big thing I've noticed. I was chatting with Ninth yesterday about what I discovered while he was going as well. Typo on one of the spells in a VOD. Nice. Oh, it's all gonna get fixed as we go, I'm sure. Items and pets. Yes! I love all the new stuff. New insect summoning build incoming. I had a lot of fun in my recorded session that I'll put online. I was a flesh forest grower. Me and my cycle seedlings, I was making forest of psychic flesh plants. Brain bushes. I had a lot of fun with that. I would just grow a big forest and then disperse it into the world to grow more forests. It was amazing. We might try that on stream. I have a bunch of stuff I want to try on stream. But as I was saying, you can see we have 3 upgrades here. It says only 1 ultimate upgrade, and there's 2 ultimates. And then we should be able to also get blind casting. But at the moment, you can only take 1 of anything in here. But I imagine that is gonna change, or the phrasing will change, and it'll be more evident that you can only have 1. Say more words, because that's amazing so far. It was great. Drift Blizzard. The only 1 ultimate upgrade is redundant and has been removed yet. Alright. Now we know. Now we know. Oh, just gotta give it a little stretch. So I'm gonna grab Life Drain to start. It might be my new favorite starting spell. It's very fun. You can kind of just tank a bunch of damage in the early floors. And the description for the spell is as follows. Deals 3 damage to target unit each turn for 15 turns. And then heals the caster for the same amount. It costs 1 health to cast. So I'll go down to 49 and immediately go back up to 50. And it works on the enemy spawners, which I'm a huge fan of. So you could just harvest the blood from all the enemies and stand there and let them wail on you a little bit. There's also a big change to what happens when you enter a rift. I'm not sure if I noticed that while I was playing, but we'll find out in a second. Last guy. Run away from him. Collect our prizes. So right away, first floor, pretty similar to the first game. But the second we start hovering over, this is the big stuff, right up there. Treasure chests, equipment. There's so much. I've seen a teeny tiny smidgen of what this has to offer. I'm very excited to see more equipment and do something different from what I did earlier. That seems awful strong for a starting spell. It's strong right up until enemies start doing more than 3 damage. And that happens immediately. Like, giant spider, how much do you hit for? Only 2? I was thinking there might be big ol' earthworms, but... once they hit for more than 3, it's hard to outpace the damage. Is it possible to see all the equipment info? I need to start theorizing. Not at the moment. Or not that I've noticed. I haven't looked around too much in, like, menus. But we have a treasure chest with Quill Staff, Banner of the Horde, Filth Lord Staff, and Winter Crown. And the other thing you're going to notice, only 2 memory orbs on this floor and the next floor. You can page up and down over the chest. Oh. But no full equipment. Okay. Once we're in the chest, we can definitely look at full descriptions. Armor chest. Fey Plate, Storm Troll Armor, Basilisk Scale Armor. So Banner of the Horde is going to work with our summon minions or our companion minions, allies, basically. Staves are going to do something. I don't know what those staves do. And the Winter Crown, probably something related to ice. I think we're going to go for the armor chests. I want to see what this plate mail armor does for us. You can go see the items. Now that we know we can page up, page down. Gain 1 shield each turn, up to a maximum of 1. Love it. Regenerate 1 HP each turn with 50% lightning resistance. And on taking damage, the source is petrified for 1 turn. And physical resist. See, I didn't know you could peek at the armor. This changes things, so I'm going to take a look at the other one. Whoop. Whenever a living ally deals damage to an enemy, if that enemy is in your line of sight, deal 8 physical damage to that enemy. All spells and skills gain 1 number of summons. Whenever you cast a level 1 or 2 dark spell, summon a fly swarm. Okay. Alright. Quill Staff is currently bugged, huh? Alright. After 25 turns, summon 2 Yetis and 3 Storm Spirits. I like that a lot. 30% resistant to ice. Can you turn down the game volume a little bit? Yes, I can. Boop. Is that too low? Might need to adjust in the world of Windows. Yeah, let me do it in the world of Windows. Because I am doing a full monitor capture, I'm gonna BRB while I do it, otherwise things are gonna get a little wonky. So give me a second. Gonna have double music for a second. Where are you, Rift Wizards? Bring it down like that. There we go. Alright. How does that sound for you? Looks like the game is in 3D. How dare you? Just because other games go from 1 to 2 and become 3D. And yes, you can re-roll each floor. You get 1 free re-roll. Which I might do? No. You know what? I want that Fey Plate. Free armor. Free shields, rather, is very nice. Spawner here, spawner here. Now, the trick with life drain and bombs is you want to make sure you have 2 spaces, because they're going to take a step before they die. Boom. Boom. Drain his life, get around the corner so we can take this guy out before it becomes a problem. Wheel of Death got nerfed. I am sorry to say, Wheel of Nerf. Wheel of Nerf. Wheel of Death. I was looking at it. I noticed a very important part of it is missing. You know, let's go straight to dark. Where are you? Wheel of Death. You may notice a specific word is missing. Death Roulette. It's gone. It's gone. Although Cheat Fate does mention Death Roulette. It avoids shielded and dark immune enemies. Like, that's a great improvement, but it sounds like we can't wipe a whole board out after 4 or 5 casts. Wheel of Nerf also died. One more step. Boom. Boom. Gotta get around to that other spawner. Trying to understand that second upgrade. The Wheel of Death, Death Roulette mention is what confuses me. The other part I understand. So basically, in the original, first game, I always say original, in the first game, if Wheel of Death hit an enemy that was resistant to dark or had a shield or something, it was just a wasted cast of it. Like, it would hit it would count as a cast, nobody died, nothing happened. This one, it'll actively avoid hitting enemies it cannot damage, which is very nice. But it says Death Roulette avoids, but I don't see how we get Death Roulette. And again, this game is not even out yet. A lot of this is probably going to be tuned up, fixed up. It'll be a lot clearer when it releases, and it'll be in early access for a year, so that's also a period of time where this is going to evolve and change. So I'm not going to get too hung up on that kind of stuff. It's just typoed, yeah. Alright, you're gonna die. Blow everything up. We're gonna have to get through this stream of bombs. I still have 8 casts, though, so I'm not too worried. Come on. 4 casts? No, I'm gonna have to learn a new spell. Unforgivable. 2 more. Do I want the armor? The shielding, rather? Yeah. My disappointment's immeasurable, my days ruined. I'm gonna take the Fate Blade. Oh, and before I take a new spell, we have to look at the most important new spell in the game. I haven't tried it yet. Summon Wizard. With the upgrade of a Wizard Gang, I've always wanted to be a part of a Wizard Gang, and I think this is gonna be my chance. Very excited for Wizard Gang. Fun fact, for a brief period of time, you could clear Rift Wizard 2's first realm without buying a spell. Granted, it was very RNG dependent. How would that work? Tell me. What are the circumstances? I imagine it's always bats and goblins, right? No Shadow Wizard money, gang? Don't worry, maybe in the future. I haven't tried Ritual of Revelation either. Bombs could spawn on Realm 1. Oh yeah, you could just blow up the spawner with it. I rarely ever see bombs on level 1. But I haven't played much of 2, so this will be my chance. Oh yeah, I gotta learn a spell. Also, bear with me, I'm still, like, brain is turning on. I'll be fully awake soon. Banner of the Horde would make your Wizard Gang better. It's starting to come together. Moonglaive? Gosha Offering? Yeah, call out things. No, Gosha are no longer little nightmare beasts. They don't make horrible noises. They're also no longer... They're no longer quite as stationary. They have a charge attack now. Gosha are no longer jokes. They are proper enemies. Yeah, the leap attack. I mean, I haven't tried Summon Gosha. Let's give it a go. What do we got? Level 2, range 5, cost 5. You may notice there's no number of casts. I think we have unlimited casts. It's just HP dependent, which we can handle. We could just soak up other people's health with Life Drain. Not right now, because we're out. But in the future. Go get him, team! Alright. Gosha, I'm counting on you guys to handle the rest. I don't want to drink a potion. You're teleporting completely randomly. You're destroying me. You're making me look like a fool in front of everybody. Get out there. Come on. Come on. Oh god. Oh god, it's coming right for me. Come on, Gosha. Come on, randomly teleport over there. Come on. Don't do this to me. Oh. There's that awful sound. It's not as bad as it used to be. Yes, Gosha now have a charge attack. They are no longer jokes. They are formidable. Alright, no, it's still pretty bad. Gosha noises are always the worst. Alright, we got our 2 spells. Exotic pet. So here's the pet element we were talking about. We're probably gonna go get a pet. But there are hats. Now that I know I could look, I'm gonna take a look at the hats. This is gonna help me out a lot. Redeal 50% of lightning damage dealt to enemies as ice damage. 50% of dark damage dealt to enemies as physical damage. Physical damage redealt as fire. Fire redealt as physical. Yes! A huge element of the sequel is when you finish a floor, you get your cast back, your health refills. So now potions are much more about emergency situations in the middle of a floor. And they're also rarer. It's not going to be a matter of stockpiling potions over the course of a run. It's going to be about choosing when to use them effectively. The biggest new change, and I cannot stress this enough, the soundtrack. There's multiple tracks, they rotate as you're playing, it's no longer one song the entire run. It's phenomenal, the music's great, I love it. Another thing to talk about, there's only 20 floors, not 25 now. So it does get a little harder, a little faster. Kinda, but also not, yeah? You get a plethora of mana potions. Yeah. I used to have like 15 or 20 by the end. You could use the spells more freely inside the realms. Destroy the audio experience. Let's go get a pet. I was also going to say something else. Oh yeah! The memory orbs. It's 2, I believe, for the first 4 floors. We'll notice as we go. But then it'll become 3 orbs and then 4 orbs. So it kind of ramps up as you go. Which I'm also a big fan of. I could take a word spell, be confident with it since it recharges. It does make word spells a little bit nice. There was also Lord of the Word, which would give you a free word spell per floor in the first game. Arcane skills, oh yeah! Arcane skills got a lot of nice stuff, but you know what got a real nice update? In the first game, Chaos Magic was always very tempting to me, but it always felt like it had limited support in the skill department. Let me tell you, Chaos Magic got a big ol' buff. That's Conjuration. What letter do I click for Chaos? There's a bunch new ones, and there are so much easier to proc now. So much easier. It used to be you had to do all 3 damage types in one turn. Now, it's a lot easier. Every 5 turns. Chaos Chimera. Prince of Ruin, everyone's favorite, still here. Whenever you cast a Chaos spell, 25% chance to get a free one. And where's the big boy? Whenever you deal 6 or more fire, lightning, or physicals, not all of them, just one of them. So much easier. I'm very excited to do a Chaos run. Is poison still a death set? Yes. Poison's still horrifying. K for Chaos. Boop, boop. Arcane. My last run, I was having a lot of fun with Crackle Void, Void Spikes on a whole bunch of horrifying brain bushes that I would disperse around the level, and then I would turn them into piles of Bone Shamblers. It was really fun. I might have to recreate that one. I'm here to kill chaos. Let's go get a pet. It's a very small level. Tight confines. We got some toads who can and will pull us around. And a few mind maggots. We'll get some more mind maggots. Mind maggots now have a chance to just grow wings spontaneously, making them a little scarier. Let's see. If I start... What's your line of sight looking like? And your threat range? Perfect. I'm going to start right here. Get some Gosha out there. And continue harvesting blood. I'm getting my shields. I'm healing off. Oh no! One of these little jerks reached me. The whole point was to avoid that happening. That's right. I'm still fine. Throw a Gosha in the middle. Just have to outpace the damage. Come on, Gosha. Help Daddy out. Still at 50. Yeah, this is fine. It looks horrifying, but it's okay. I'm gonna be alright. Except for these little guys. They keep sneaking up on me. Throw a Gosha into the middle. I'm already tapping you. Tap you, tap you. Tap you. There we go. Gotta out-heal the damage. And they drained me of all my stuff. I can't believe you little monsters sneaking in. You don't want to kill Chaos? It's like a need. I still need to, like, one day finish that game. I'm going to sneak out and get my exotic pet. Fey Iron Imp. Troll Blood Witch. Fey Fire Lizards. No, you don't. No, I do. I mean... Troll Blood's pretty nice, and witches do tend to summon little ghosts. Let's get a little witch. It's weird to have a person as a pet, but... we are wizards. We do things differently. Alright, I still have 1, 2, 3 guys tapped. So I'm getting 9 a turn until they die, so I could just summon Gosha willy-nilly for a few turns. Yeah, she does summon ghosts. Alright, go get him, team. I don't want to spend my spell points yet. She's geeky like that. Ah, if only I had one more cast. Just throw more Gosha at it. How are the Gosha doing? 17 health. Dark resist, very weak to holy. On death, they explode. I kind of want them in crowds, just popping. Oh, I have 2 spawners! No, I'm gonna have to learn another spell. Maybe Moonglaive? Try out something new? They need to show the blood cost for blood spells somehow. When you look at Gosha, it does say in the upper right, or above me, 5 health. HP cost is 5. What I do like is that they do not let you cast enough of a blood spell to kill yourself. Which, given my attention span, I was very worried about. So I'm quite pleased that I can't accidentally murder myself with blood magic. There's a nice little hard limit. Can't go past it. I like that. Now they have an extra spell point. Must target a damaged living unit, stuns it, everyone that sees it goes berserk. It's pretty nice. I mean, I know I've technically already done this, but you guys weren't there. You didn't see these psychic seedlings. Maybe we should grow a forest of horrible, horrible little brain plants. I really like these psychic seedlings. You want a bear? A giant bear? Summons a giant bear. 75 HP, has a 10 physical melee attack. I like the attributes, by the way. That's a great addition. It's a very quick and easy way to understand, like, if this has a number of summons, which is something that you can buff with items. Equipment. Alright, we'll take a giant bear. Willing to have a giant bear do some work. Especially since we have a nice tight hallway for him to lumber down. We'll get him, giant bear. So we have conjuration and conjuration. Two different kinds of conjuration, both nature. Alright. Yes! That's another thing I went into in my my little video I made. Go work, bear! Which we'll talk about once I have another bear out in the wilds. Another thing that is very nice that Mossman pointed out, if we look at, say, Psychic Seedling, in the first game, you'd be like, but I don't understand, I'm gonna summon a thing, what's it gonna do, what's its stats? We could see what the brain sprouts are, and then if we hit it again, it tells us what they grow into. It's perfect, it's amazing, I really like that. Pretty much any quality of life thing from the first game that I've griped about a little bit or wished it would be a little different, it's in the second game. It's very much a good evolution. Oh, the bears! They split up in an intelligent fashion! Good work, bears! Get our bears back. The fact that you do get your summons back, your spell cast back at the end of a floor, phenomenal. I used to avoid lower casting limits for bigger minions because drinking a potion just to get back your, like, 2 ice phoenixes was frustrating. Gives them a chance against swarms. That is very nice. Dark Wands. The other thing, we still have 50 health here. We have to make choices. It's always going to be, do we want 25 more health to our max, or do we want equipment? I've never seen, so far, a heart with an equipment chest. So that's going to be the tough choice we need to make, is scaling our power or scaling our health. Let's take a little peek at some of these things. Another small level. Dark spells and skills gain minion damage and minion duration. Lightning resistance and regenerate health. I don't believe we could overlap equipment slots, which might be something that would be nice to change as the game evolves, is letting you know, like, this is in a particular slot. 25 dark and lightning resist. Whenever you cast a lightning or dark spell, deal 8 lightning to a random enemy and 8 dark. It says robe and will replace. That's true. That is true. It's right there. Never mind. Again, sleepy brain? Give me one run. Second run, I'll be awake. Well, alright, everybody that's good at reading. You know I can't read. Don't be mean. Oh, God. Listen, I was up all night playing Helldivers 2. I made mistakes. Enchantment spells and skills gain 6 damage, 2 range, 25% damage. But still, would it be cool to have, like, a little, over here on the left-hand side, like a little paper doll thing? And you'd be like, oh yeah, I need something for my glove slot, right? Come on. I was totally just thinking about aesthetics. It's not that I'm illiterate. Alright. Icy Scale. Ice spells and skills gain minion health. Enchantment spells and skills get 25% damage. Dark spells and skills, minion damage. Enchantment spells and skills, minion damage. Gotta make sure we're paying attention to the minion damage versus normal damage. Is that Rift Glizzy 2? What's going on, comedian? About to be Bling Wizard 2. We are gonna bling out our wizard. Oh, burrowing is another thing. Enemies with burrowing, this dude, if there's a wall between you and him, he doesn't care. He will go through the wall. It is scary. Redeal 50% of ice damage. Dealt to enemies as dark. Whenever you cast fire spell, your fire spells and skills gain 2 damage for 6 turns. I wonder if we could stack that. Redeal 50% of ice damage to enemies as fire damage. Helldivers is taking your wallet and time. You and me both. I can't stop playing Helldivers 2. Trinkets have no cap. You get as many of them as you want. That's been my understanding so far. I haven't tried to have multiple orbs. Like, you'll find, like, enchantment orb, arcane orb. I haven't seen if I can have 2 of those. I hope you can. I just know you can't wear 2 hats, can't wear 2 shirts, can't wear 2 boots, that kind of stuff. Orbs or trinkets, that's perfect. That answers an important question I had. Says under their name, trinket. Gotcha, gotcha. Robe of Agony. I might want that dark wand. Well, no. Well, this is a dark minion. If we could find, like, something for conjuration. I'm gonna give this a reroll. Snowshoes, Wrathlinks, Eighth Lord Staff. Anything that, like, screams dark or blood. Can't have 2 boots. If this were Caves of Cut, I could wear 37 boots. It's just how it is in this one. Only 1 set of feet for some reason. Ice spells and skills, charge, range, and damage. Holy or lightning damage, 9 damage to a random enemy. Level 1 or 2 arcane spells, summon a boggart. Level 3 or higher, summon a phase spider. 1 set of feet, but enough pocket space for 21 orbs. So we can ponder the orbs. It's important to be able to ponder all the orbs. Huh. Maybe this is a floor where we grab ourselves a nice ruby heart. It's the classic start screen from the first game song. Yeah, I think a ruby heart's not a bad call. Having some health is nice. If I start here, he's going to be able to take 1 step. That'll be fine. If I take a little bit of damage, whatever. Bang. We were good. So we have our witch. Let's throw a giant bear out there. And throw some Gosha into the mix. Start absorbing yet more health. That way I can get more Gosha. Absorb your blood too. Worms have blood. And apparently skeletons. We figured that out in the first game. There is one particular build that I've been theory crafting this afternoon that I want to talk about soon. That will involve killing all of our own minions. I will talk about that in a second once I've secured my little hidey hole over here. Let's throw another bear out there. Boo! The only HP that matters is the last one. You only need 1 hit point. I'm not killing the bears. The bears are out there doing good work. I'm not going to absorb their health. I can, but I won't. But in the future, I might kill the bears, because there's something really funny I think we could do. Boom. Gosha. Listen, you'll agree with me when you see my plots. You'll be like, oh my god. That does sound amazing. What if I were to tell you that we might be able to turn 1 bear into multiple skeletons? Which I don't know how that works, but I think I could pull it off. Alright, it's just 2 worm spawners. I'd say it's a downgrade. 2 bear skeletons? How is that a downgrade? Show your work. Only naturally have multiple skeletons. That's how I assume skeletons of large animals work. Otherwise, it just don't make no sense. Listen, Wormball, I'm just gonna walk past you. Excuse me. There we go, that's all I wanted. Throw a Gosha in the mix. Can't kill me if I drink all your blood. Alright, I'm gonna leave now. Gosha, help. Thank you. Just run. Circle back around. Come on, team. There we go. Alright. I want to talk about this. Let's theory craft this a little bit together, alright? There's a couple of spells in here. We have a returning favorite. Everyone loves it. We all know it well. Switch to dark here. It's Restless Dead. Love Restless Dead. If a living enemy dies, it comes back as a skeleton. Great stuff. There's a new upgrade for it called Restless Minions. Allies can also be raised as Restless Dead. Okay. We kill our friends, we get skeletons. Or if they die naturally, I don't have to kill them. So we're gonna get a skeleton, right? Now, stay with me. Mass calcification. All non-undead allies are instantly killed and raised as Bone Shamblers. Bone Shamblers have the same HP as the raised units. A quarter of that much melee damage, split into smaller Shamblers on death. Can we get a horde? I've already done mass calcification on the brain plants, and it works great. If we can get something that's living, the brain plants are arcane in nature, but not living. I want to get as much living things as I can, blow them up, and double them into 2 different types of skeletons. That's what I want to do. I don't know if we can do it on this particular run, but maybe we do. Just putting it out there, though. I want to just double a horde into a bigger horde. Undead bear skeleton does have a certain appeal, but turning them into shamblers feels like a flavor downgrade. We get both, though. We get the normal skeleton and a bonus shambling skeleton that, when that dies, becomes 2 additional shambling skeletons. It's a tremendous sense of value. Oh, yeah, we can see we're about to go to floor 5. We now get 3 memory orbs instead of 2. It slowly scales up. We are not wearing a hat. We have a lot of hat choices to look at. Loses the bareness. We'll have half bareness, half not bareness. I like to double my army and give it to the next army. Redeal lightning damage, fire damage, physical damage. Now physical damage. Our bears are doing physical damage. Gosha are doing... Okay, look at that on this page. I have to go to the other page. I think they're doing a physical hit, but they explode for dark. I wonder if our physical minion damage being redealt as fire is something we might want to consider. The Force Flame Cap. But I also see Dark Toxin. Redeal poison as fire, lightning as holy, poison as physical, dark as poison. So if we life drain, we would suck the health out, and then half of that health suckage would be redealt to them as poison damage. Then they're taking poison. That might be interesting. I'm also tempted to re-roll here. None of these are really sparking that much joy. But again, physical being redealt as fire ain't too shabby for our bear and our Gosha. Let me just double check the Gosha. Yeah, physical damage. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to take a hat that lets our minions redeal their damage as fire. Dark as poison with some collected agony. Oh yeah. And then maybe combust poison in there too. Or spider summoning. I love spider summoning. Spider spawning, rather. Alright, these guys just walk right through walls. These have a good leap attack that are getting right up on us. How many spell points do I have? 3 right now? I'm gonna consider what's gonna happen when I arrive on the next floor. Because we could go straight to 4. Wait a minute. We can give a bear... we can give a bear an Armageddon Blade. A melee version of Annihilate. What else do we do? Bear Sword. We can put it on a group of bears. A melee version of Mega Annihilate. I think maybe if we could land on a somewhat isolated... Yeah, I'm gonna give a bear a sword. Alright. Or we can give the witch a sword. I mean, we can give multiple things swords, I imagine. I am, this first run's gonna be kind of goofing off a little bit. Alright, we have to give the witch a sword. She's right in front of me. Here you go, witch. She now has a cool sword. Summon a bear. Give the bear a sword. He now has a sword. There's a worm on me. Start draining his health. Make another bear. Give that bear a sword. Give the ghost a sword. Wait, this is an enemy spider? Target ally. It looks like I can give the enemy spider a sword. I don't think I want to do that. That seems bad for me. Yep, no, they all have annihilate now. Life drain you, and you get a life? Oh, I'm poisoned. No, that's bad. And I'm stunned. Oh, that's very bad. Help me. Everybody jump in front. How did I get poisoned? Does the worm do poison? Spriggan? You don't do poison. Where are this oh, the spiders. Spider, of course. God damn it. I forgot about the spooter. 7 turns I need to run away and stay alive. If I go left, that spider's gonna cut me off and re-deal the poison. I have 36 health. Life drain can't help me right now. I'm gonna run into a Spriggan. 5 turns. I have an avenue of escape, I think. Try and limit the number of things that can hit me per turn. Alright, that's a little dark. That dog's about to cut me off. Do I run toward my bear? My bear! All of my other companions are dead. It's just bear with sword and ghost with sword. That ghost doesn't even have a sword! This was a bad play. Just giving things swords isn't good enough. 28 health, only 2 turns. Alright, no longer poisons. We can turn this around. We can pull out of this nosedive of terror. Goblin wizard down there. Or can we? I need to give my bears shotguns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just trying to, like, out-heal the damage I'm taking. But they're all doing more than I can handle right now. If only I had Disperse. No, this might be it. Giving swords to bears was not enough to keep us going. This is what I get for listening just to Mighty Odin. I should have known better. What's the point is we can blame Mighty Odin for this. That's the smile of someone who feels guilty. Alright, you're blood tapped, you're blood tapped. I just need more bears, and I need it to be in a bit of a hallway. I hate that I'm gonna have to drink a mana potion for this. You're gonna go forward. That puts 1 opening. That's exactly what I needed. Bear. Take a step back. Bear. Life drain. Life drain. Give the bears swords to defend themselves. Yeah, that burrow worm was the problem. But we can turn this around. They were not able to turn it around. The problem is, like, what do we do after this? Like, Gosha are not gonna cut it. The bears are helping, but they're not gonna help that much. I need to be able to heal my bears. My witch is already dead. Ah, this is what we needed. We should have run for the chest. But I have spiders between me and the exit. Now the bears are turning this around, baby. I'm going to have to mana potion. We have no choice. Poisoned. Bear. Give the bear a sword. It's the only hope we have. Can't believe MacLeod does this. I have very little to help my bears stay alive. And they get poisoned? Oh, bears, come on now, buddies. You. I need to get to you. You're the Spider-Man. Oh, jerk. So close and yet so far. Take a step forward. He swapped places with me. Perfect. Thank you so much. Poisoned again. Come on. I'm gonna have to drink another potion, but at the very least, my bears will have fire as part of their damage. Burn through all the potions. Do what we have to do to stay alive. Bear. Trade spots with me. Get the bear sword. There's no way we make it out of here, but I'm gonna keep trying. There's so many worms. I need more bears. Trade spots. Worms just won't quit. Like, I haven't gotten to the spawners. There's no way we could turn this around. One more mana potion. I have to make it up and around. If I can maybe have my last stand happen while we're taking out a spawner. Maybe. Maybe there's hope. Oh, oh. I'm not gonna give the bear a sword. Come on, you little monsters! Stop getting rid of the walls! Alright, it's time. You could portal key and leave. I wonder if that works still. Let's find out. No, they're closed. It always struck me in the first game as a bug that they would be open when you use the key, but now it spawns 3 of them and they stay closed. Which makes more sense to me. I'm gonna accept my death. Like I said, the first run, that was me waking up. I was listening to MacLeod. Like, we were making all kinds of weird plays. It was intended they'd be open in the first game. Oh, never mind. Well, now that I got that out of my system, it's time now to properly... I don't know why you'd listen to me. Right? We can all agree. We can all agree.